This is going to be your guide to statues and getting shiny statues in the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Grand Underground. So we have a lot to break down in this video. If you enjoy it or if it helps in any way, don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. But we got some shenanigans going on right now because the Diglett bonus is already in effect, which means we gotta be quick in finding these statues. I like going on the diagonals and then finding items. However, oh, there we go. We already got the box right there. Now, there's a couple ways of doing this. Like, you can just kind of farm it naturally, look for some of the other items. But when that bonus is going, you want to be mining as much as possible because the odds of getting a gorgeous box, which have these shiny statues inside of them, is greatly enhanced. So you just make a couple of, like, little scouting digs, and then you go for it. And it looks like we got that one just in time. Now, you might notice I have, you know, my secret base right here, and I'm going in and out of it. That's because by resetting the area, you're actually resetting the Diglett spawns. So if you find a place that has a Diglett out in front, you want to go there because you're going to keep spawning it. And what I like doing is having my base above the Diglett because it makes it a lot easier to reset the Diglett. Since if you enter a base from the right side or the left side, you're always going to exit from the bottom. So just kind of a little more awkward on the controls. But with this, boom, there's a Diglett. We grab our point, we go in, we go out. And you also need to be connected to the internet, so go to the global underground, where if people are already farming this, they're going to be getting Diglett, and those points actually contribute to everyone, so you can end up with the bonuses turning on really quickly, and that's going to be a pretty big thing about this. So yeah, let's do this a few more times, just kind of the proof of concept. Also, depending on like if a Diglett map comes out at some point, because it seems like the Diglett have predetermined set spawns, there might be a better area to where like, oh, Diglett spawns on this corner and on this corner, another area to where you can do laps, and then you can maybe find multiple Digletts every time you reset the area. But as it stands right now, we don't have anything that crazy, and I'm not going to check everything in the Grand Underground, so we're just going to go in and out here for a bit, and then we're going to get the points. It doesn't really take too long if you do this method, but you can actually, like, instead of just wandering aimlessly through the underground, so you can go for the Diglett. So let's wait for that next bonus and then really capitalize on it. Alright, and after a few minutes of Diglett farming, we have the bonus back up. I recommend checking the map every once in a while just to make sure that your Grand Underground is active. If there's not a lot of people, then you want to reset the global area. That way you have people contributing to the bonus. In theory, if you get all of, like, your friends together, if there's like a group of people that are working for the bonus, yeah, it's probably just better to hit R and make sure I'm not resetting my secret base. Because if you just have everyone going for the Diglett bonus, you can get it going really quickly, and it's that easy sometimes. I guess if you have some bonus hits, you know, just maybe use them. You can also be quick and try to find some other... Oh, well, yep, see, getting greedy has cost us a fossil, but, I mean, you can also just kind of farm whenever you want, and then you can just keep going for the boxes. So yeah, we got a box pretty quick. That's going to be very nice. I think that's 4x4 for the Tyranitar, like pseudo-legendary Pokemon. So it's going to give us a lot of points towards finding rock and dark types. And then, yeah, I just recommend, like, you hit the R button. Just make sure you don't click on the wrong place and then, like, reset your base or something. The drills can be annoying if you need to, like, hunt down a trader to find them or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just kind of use only the hammer to quickly find the boxes since they take up so much space. Then if you just smash in the same area, you'll eventually break it down. GG, easy, just like that. Some patterns gonna be harder than others. That's just the underground. But you just hyper farm it. You just play for the giga hyper farming, and it's gonna be all right. But yeah, since you can share the underground with codes, there might be something to that. Towards like, yeah, just like if everyone's going for it, then you can also do this for shiny hunting because the Diglett bonus does give you one extra shiny roll when shiny hunting. So you don't have to be digging in the underground for the shiny statues. You can also just be going for shiny Pokemon in general. Let's grab that heart scale because those are pretty valuable. And there's the box. And we out. So I don't know like how many you can do if you're playing like perfectly fast and perfectly optimal, but this ain't too bad. I also recommend like trying to hang close to your base. That way you can reset the area and then get more digging spots, or try to have something nearby. Where it's like, yeah, I can just enter an area and leave really quick and then reset that way. Lasts for a while. I don't know, maybe there's also a cool Pokemon you could be looking for that might be shiny. That'd be neat. It's a little bit of min-max and optimization, so I'm going to play through the rest of this bonus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if you also get a group together, then you all, like, farm Diglett in the same place, and then you all mine in the same place. Just make it a little... Okay, thanks, dude. Let's go. Can I find something for him? Oh no. I kind of want that. There we go. Oh, wait. Yo, that's actually really good. So, yeah, it's one of those things where you can go for the other items. Like, I recommend having the National Dex as well. That way you can get all the fossils. You have access to more items. You can get those rare mysterious stones that end up giving you the access to legendary Pokemon in the post-game. So with this, like, yeah, we're just kind of going, getting all the good stuff. Alright, so that was a pretty good run. Now it's time to talk about what is going on with statues. So there are different sizes of statues. You can also filter the statues that you're looking for and then really just optimize your base. 1x1, 1x2, 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4. Effectively, the larger the statue, the more influence that statue is going to have. And Jade statues are worth twice the value. So if we have this, it's like putting down 2 Ponyta statues, which can matter since there's only so much so much space in your base. Now you can find traders that will upgrade the size of your secret base, but they are super expensive. We're talking multiple large Pale and Prism spheres. So we start getting into some late game underground stuff, and it's mostly just about that optimization. You can only place so many statues, you can only have so many statues. So you don't need 18 4x4 shiny statues or even 18 3x3 shiny statues to get a good effect for the secret base and the underground. So I think something important that everyone needs to hear about this is that you don't have to overly worry about having only shiny statues or only the biggest, best statues. You just put down what you have and the shiny ones are going to make things better. But yeah, with what we have so far, this is going to give us the extra effects. So there's like 1 arrow, 2 arrow, 3 arrows. I'm guessing with how many like shiny statues there are and how like base expansion probably goes up to 4, to where pretty much only those type of Pokemon will be spawning. But depending on what you have, it's going to help with the targeting of Pokemon in the underground. Now, if you're playing with other players, you can go into their base, and then you can activate their statue effect. So that could be another thing about a group where it's like, hey, I heard that you got super duper lucky, and you can actually get like the highest effect for a certain type of Pokemon. Can I join your code and then we can go searching for Pokemon together? So there is like an interesting collaborative effort there. Also, legendary Pokemon have an even crazier effect to where it's like a 3 times value on those, but you can only get the legendary statues by catching the legendary Pokemon in Romanus Park. So that's another thing where it's like, hey, if I find the legendary Pokemon items, then I can actually go catch legendaries, get their statue, put it in my base. That's going to work with typings. Now, there's only so many legendary Pokemon. So generation 1 through 4 legendary Pokemon, you're not going to have access to all of the typings, but it still helps if you get like Moltres, Entei, Ho-Oh. That's going to be really big for getting fire-type Pokemon spawn, and then some other ones as well. Now, when it comes to the primary typing of the statues, things get a little weird. So if we look at the statue list, we can see that the types are reflective of the Pokemon, but the primary typing has more weight than the secondary typing. So if we put away this Gyarados statue, it's going to change to Poison because we have Crobat. Even though we have 3 flying Pokemon, the Poison primary is going to have more value, but then we can put in a Noctowl, and now it's actually going to be for the normal typing, even though we have 4 flying because we have 2 shiny normal primary Pokemon. So the values, you kind of have to just like mix and match and experiment and place it down. Even this flying Gyarados statue, even though it's not shiny, is still not going to help towards the normal typing, so we'll need to put down like another flying Pokemon. Also, I'm just used to pressing the B button, so it's a little scuffed. Don't feel too bad. Like how many do we have to put down? All right, there we go. Now we have flying, and then we can keep putting down more flying and see how much that affects. Okay, so these are all the flying statues I've got, and we finally get pushed over to an increased rate for flying Pokemon. So I guess there are some things, like with certain typings, they're going to be less common as a primary slot. Like flying is notorious for being a secondary typing for a lot of Pokemon. So when you break it down like this, yeah, gonna need a lot of statues and potentially a lot of shiny statues if you want to drastically increase the chances of finding a flying Pokemon or certain typings. The legendary birds are actually flying secondary typing, so can't even get some extra points that way. And there's just a lot of weirdness and nuance, but it all comes back to the underground spawn table. What I learned going for starter Pokemon is that you don't really need a crazy amount of typing statues to get them to spawn. Like, as long as you just have a slight increase to one of the starter types, you're gonna be good to go, and that pretty much works for all of the other Pokemon. But then, naturally, if you have higher chances, it's going to be a lot better. But overall, yeah, you can just kind of go dig around the underground. You don't need the Diglett bonus, but it does help if, like, you're finding Diglett and then contributing to everyone getting more shiny statues. But at the same time, there's also a lot of good stuff. Finding legendary Pokemon does help for shinies as well. And once you have the national dex, just kind of go and get some good items. And that's going to be it. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.